Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to the week one of Seamanship 3, our non-dangerous goods, and by STCW, table A slash dash 2 slash 1. So I know you are familiar with the meaning of STCW. So STCW stands for Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping. And it is under the table of A dash 1 slash 2. So for our learning objectives, after completing this course, the cadet is referring into you, is acquire knowledge of the effect of cargo, heavy lift on the seaworthiness and stability of the ship, generate knowledge of safely handling, stowage, and securing of cargoes, including dangerous, hazardous, and harmful cargoes and their effect on safety of life and of the ship. And after completing this course, also you will be able to develop ability to establish and maintain effective communications during loading and unloading operations. So most likely this SIM3, these non-dangerous goods, is for you to be able to understand the process of handling cargoes, which is non-dangerous goods during loading and unloading or discharging operation. So first, we are going to monitor the stowage, securing care during the voyage and unloading of cargoes. Of course, you will not able to take care of the cargoes not only during the operations, which is loading and discharging, also during the voyage. So again, along the way, we are going to discuss why it will going to take care during the voyage and why it is important to know how to take care or how to properly stow the cargoes during the voyage. So our functions, cargo handling and stowage at the operational level. And for our competence, monitor the loading, stowage, securing during the voyage and unloading of cargoes. So for our week one, securing of cargo. So most likely for the whole presentations, we are referring into securing of cargo. So it is the most important part because in handling cargos, we need to be sure if we're going to secure it properly and if we're familiar with the procedure on how to secure the cargos in a stand-up position. So first, the fundamental in securing cargo, shifting of cargo presents hazards such as a damage to a vessel explosion. So, ang tinatawag ditong shifting of cargo, once you stowed the cargo, ibig sabihin nag-secure kayo ng isang kargamento sa barko in a position, kunyari nilagay nyo dito sa may bandang port side, then all of a sudden napunta siya sa starboard side. Ibig sabihin, gumalaw siya, nawala siya sa proper position niya. So that is the word of shifting, na bago, na shift siya into another position. It is important that all precautions should be taken to protect cargo from shock. So we're going to protect the cargo from shock, fire, high temperature, moisture, and any other hazards that could lead to the catastrophe. So uh, why we need to protect the cargo from this catastrophe? Because we are a merchant vessel. Pag sinabing merchant vessel, we are transporting goods from one place to another. And of course, like Lazada, Shopee, and any other online brands na nag-ship from one place to another, kapag umu-order kayo, 'di ba gusto nyo yung mare-receive yung parcel is in a good condition. So the same thing that we the vessel or we seafarers must know how to maintain the products that we're going to transfer from one place to another in a good condition. So that's why we need to study the proper stowage of the cargo. So in transiting refers to damage and resecuring shiftable cargo are difficult and dangerous. The term securing describes the procedures by which military explosives are effectively blocked, braced, thumbed aboard and merchant type ships. So along the way, we're going to discuss what is the difference of this block, brace, stomp, and how it is affect or how it is being used on our securing procedure. So it is done also to resist forces generated by vessel response to sea conditions, including various wooden structures and also straps, webs that been used to restrain the cargo stowed in a hold and weather deck of the ship. So the terms blocking and bracing describe more specifically the process, and also the term closely related, although the function is distinctly different. So again, we're going to tackle it one by one, uh, topic by topic today. No, so first, I want you to listen and watch the video carefully. So it is one example of how we secure the cargo properly, and you can spot the difference and why it is important to secure it properly. Okay, so you can spot the difference why we need to secure the cargo or the any type of a transporting material into securing point, and also why it is important to secure it properly. No, syempre wala namang investor or wala namang mga bibili ng mga kargamento na kapag na-receive nila yung isang bagay ay sira na. No? So again, if it is arrived in a not good condition, siyempre hindi na bibilhin 'yan or magkakaroon ng, agreement na hindi na namin tatanggapin. So, as a vessel, malaking kawalan 'yan, we're not talking about thousands, we're talking about millions. Bakit? Siyempre, to transport a cargo from one place to another, hindi lang babayaran mo kung magkano yung transport mo. Babayaran mo rin kung yung pinasahod mo sa tao, yung oil and gas na nagamit mo during the transportation or during the navigation, the hazards, the inspections. So marami kayong gagastusin, and to in able to ship it properly, of course, marami ding magagastos. Kaya dapat once we sail, we know how to secure the cargoes properly. Okay? So by the way, sa may mga questions dyan, you can type on the chat box. No? For example, kung sino yung una nag-question, you can type number 1, question. Then sa may mga another questions pa, type number 2, then follow the sequence. No? Kung nakita nyo number 3 na or number 4, number 5 na yung last question, sundan nyo na lang. Para lahat ng questions, we are going to entertain right after the presentations para malinaw tayo, hindi yung pa-jump tayo ng topic, no? So para synchronous, right after the discussion, we're going to tackle all of the questions. Okay? Okay, so need for solid stow and securing of general cargoes for week 1. So cargo on board ship will tend to shift. Sabi ko nga yung shift, moving from one place to another. This necessitates to be lashed, which is means secured. The term lash to we use these words on board, no? To the ship structure, however, lashing with ropes or iron restraining bars into very effective because of the fact of tightened lashings have a tendency to work loose with the motion of the ship. Okay, so when tightening or when lashing, ang best factor dyan during my experience when I'm on board, no, not too tight, not too loose. So lahat naman tayo, ayaw natin ng sobrang higpit, ayaw din natin ng sobrang luwag, no? Pag hinigpitan mo, aalis yan. Pag niluwagan mo, hahanap yan ng iba. So, not too tight, not too loose. No? Doon lang tayo sa sakto lang. Okay? So, on shore, any nut, it is fitted tightly on bolt, loose from the vibrations such as spring washers. So, bolt na tinutukoy dito sa mga hindi familiar kung ano yung bolt and nuts. So, nuts, ito yung pinaka bilog sa tornilyo. Then, yung nuts, ito yung pinaka tornilyo. No, yung kapag sinisecure natin, then the washer we use on the at the middle part. Bakit? Para hindi masyadong kumalas yung pagkakasecure ng bolts and nuts natin. No? So may mga gamit dyan sa bahay, kung ma-check nyo yung mga gamit nyo, no, kapag may mga nakita kayong tornilyo, ewan ko tamang Tagalog ba yung tornilyo, but that is the term, no? Bolts and nuts, no? Sa gitna niya, merong siyang washer. And this washer, it is also a round. But the thing is, if you going to use spring washer, mas naka-elevate yung isa para nagkakaroon ng spring, no? It is been used from some type of a securing material. So, spring washer I use with the deck and nuts to split the pins to prevent the working of loose of nuts. So, para hindi siya makalas kagad yung nuts dun sa bolt, no? So, we use this spring washer. So, this is not the practical on shipboarding lashing, except the turnbuckles and bottle screws with the restraint bars below the deck lashing are further not attended to during sailing. And if worked, it is practically impossible to a very effective job to resecure them. So temporary measures are often adopted for this, not very effective as I stated earlier. So again, meron ako papanood sa inyo na videos, so it is regarding also for securing.
Regardless of its shape, each load can be secured in a way which allows it to reach the destination safely and in perfect condition. Remember that your safety also depends on how stably you attach the load. Properly secured cargo also allows you to drive at a more constant speed, so you get to your destination faster, safer, and having used less fuel.
So as you can see on the video, no, they use pallet. And the pallet is secured on the edge or on the both sides. No? So those both sides na yung securing point na pinag-secured nila, that is the part of the vessel. So always remember when you're securing a cargo, secure the straps or secure these or the securing point must be on the structure of the vessel. Hindi tayo dapat mag-secure sa mismong cargo din. No? And if you're going to secure it on the structure of the vessel, make sure that the securing point is strong. Hindi pwede tayo mag-secure sa mga alam natin na maninipis lang na bakal. So we must remember that if the cargo is weighted more than the strength of the securing point, so dapat doon tayo sa mas tibay na pagsisecure natin. And if we're going to use straps on both sides, kung mapapansin nyo, the cylinder on the video presentation is at the middle. So we must secure it evenly or secure it in a equal position. So kung sa tingin natin is, sir, wala na po tayo masyadong enough space, hindi siya talaga na magigitna. So we use a securing point na hindi pantay. But always remember na kapag sobrang layo na ng pagsisecure natin, tendency niyan, malayo din yung gagamitin natin na strap. And the more na malayo yung strap or the more na malayo yung securing point from the cargo, mas magkakaroon tayo ng shifting doon. Pwedeng gumalaw lalo yung cargo natin. So when we're going to secure the cargo, we must secure it near to the securing point. No, para yung shifting of cargo maiwasan natin. Okay? So continuation, that's for only one to prevent the lashings from working it loose. So it is stow the cargo very close to each other, like what I've said. So to shore the cargo with the timber, so timber we're referring into pallet, no, yung kahoy na ginamit natin. This prevent the cargo from acquiring momentum while swaying off the ship, thus prevent the large extent of working loose of the lashing. So for bag cargo, it is the same to stow it solidly with this allowing too much of the broken stowage would tend to shift the motion of the ship, thus shifting of center of gravity laterally, the introducing a list to the ship. This coupled with the heeling of the ship would make the weather deck is too close from the waterline, thus the endanger of safety of the ship. So bulk cargo and general cargo carriers therefore is saucered with the same cargo in order to prevent the cargo from shifting. So again, kapag nagkaroon ng shifting of cargo, maaapektuhan yung trim and stability of the vessel natin. Tandaan nyo, ang vessel bago yan umalis sa port, after the operation, loading man yan or discharging, the trim and stability of the vessel is being maintained by the chief officer or whoever the officer on duty by that time. No, kung kanino man matapat yung duty na yun. But it is monitored closely by the cargo and also by the chief cargo officer and the chief officer. So again, shifting of cargo can result to a discrepancy pagdating sa trim and stability. Kasi yung trim and stability natin, yung trim, pag sinabing trim, no, yung pagkaka-standing position ng vessel and yung stability niya, kung list ba siya or heel, doon nakabase sa cargo natin. So, kung saan natin alam mabigat yung weight, kailangan natin mag-reduce ng trim and stability. But, by the way, no, that is another part of the seamanship sa trim and stability. And I know by the time, hindi ko alam kung natakal nyo na or by your third year, matatakal nyo yung trim and stability. So, deck cargo due to the high kg, and for the kg we are referring into the center of gravity, is especially vulnerable lateral shifting and the lashings from work loose and also the part of lashing, especially since when the transverse momentum by such cargo during the rolling. Rolling yung sway ng vessel natin, no? And of the ship is liable to the part of lashing. So thus all cargo is effective, definitely short, and also to be lashed, denying from the cargo of gaining any momentum. So as you remember, we are on the vessel. We are not on the land. So if we are on a sea, our vessel is on the sea, we have momentum, not the same as when we are driving a car. When we stop, it is stop. The vessel, when we stop, it has a momentum. Gagalaw pa yan. Hindi siya katulad ng mga sasakyan na nag-stop, stop na rin tayo. So sa barko, kapag nag-stop yung vessel, meron pa siyang momentum na tinatawag. So that is the momentum we are referring to. So cargo liable liable to slide during rolling, such as the steel rails and stowed fore and aft. So fore and aft, forward and aft on the back part of the vessel. So along a long cargoes such as steel rails, pipes, long steel plates, and as well as the steel coils are stowed in their ends fore and aft direction. So if it is the for example, no, using battle. But if it is used for example, this is a steel rails or this is a pipes, dapat naka fore and aft position. So fore and aft, if ito yung vessel mo, so dapat nakasunod siya sa direction ng vessel. So this is the forward part and this is the aft part. So this one is to prevent from sliding from transverse momentum. So it is quite large from the ship rolling, and the pipes prevented from damaging the sidewalls. So syempre, if naka horizontal siya, when the ship movement or during rolling, it is damage the sidewalls of the holds. No? Yung holds na tinatawag dito, it is the cargo holds. So that's why we need to prevent them and we need to stow it by the fore and aft position. So since it is repeated banging from the resulted from tearing the hole, so syempre kapag nasira siya, matitir yung hole dun sa part of the vessel, then magkakaroon tayo ng flooding. No? So after flooding, magkakaroon tayo ng emergency shutdown. So emergency shutdown, mawawala lahat ng natin ng kuryente, magsha-shutdown lahat, magkaka-blackout, then followed by fire, then after fire, magkakaroon na tayo ng sinking. No? So then abandon ship. So this is repeated banging can result from tearing of holes and the plates will be on the waterline and capsizing. Capsizing, lulubog na yung barko natin due to inflow of water. Okay, so next, what is blocking? So blocking, so sabi nga pag-aaralan natin isa-isa yung blocking, shoring, or toming. No? So blocking, it is the act of solid pieces of wood. So for example, meron kayong sasakyan. And yung sasakyan na yan, dahil yung parking parking area niya sa bahay niyo, nakapa-incline position. So para hindi siya gumalaw, most likely naglalagay tayo ng mga kahoy or bato sa gulong, di ba? So the same type when we're on the vessel, we used to have a blocking. So it is act of attaching pieces of wood or blocks or on deck, bulkhead, or overhead so that the pieces can lean directly against the cargo. Hindi siya gagalaw. So the basic technique of the blocking is it is more complex in securing structures and developed. So additionally, bracing should be required to secure them, may be secured in the location with any of the extending pieces of the permanent ship's structure for bracing. So since it is very difficult to drive on the nails, on the metal part, in which 4x4 lumber must be extended to the bulkhead to provide the necessary bracing. So that is the blocking. So next, meron naman tayo na tinatawag na shoring and topping. So shoring, which includes the blocking and bracing, it is the process of securing cargo to prevent side-to-side movement naman. So side-to-side movement, so shoring may be also to prevent downward movement by supporting cargo from below. So kung yung ating tinatawag na blocking and bracing is from side-to-side movement, so from our shoring naman, to prevent the cargo from downward movement. So, if you can see, no, meron tayo kaninang video, yung pallet nasa ilalim. So, it is part by shoring. So, tomming naman, it is to prevent cargo from upward movement. Sa video kanina, nakita nyo, meron din pallet na nilagay sa taas. So, to prevent the upward movement, so personnel secure the cargo by running lumber to the ship's overhead structure down to the cargo either vertically or at an angle. So, as you can see now, all sides dapat meron siyang securing point. So, that is very meticulously stored because it takes a lot of money kapag nasira yung isang cargo. And lashing and securing of cargo is minimizing shifting. Items includes ropes, wires, and cables, and also anchor the containers cargo also from lashing from top to bottom and each corner of the constraint methods governed by the Association of the Railroad in North America, in which it is regulated by the IMO, which is in the International Maritime Organization for Transportation of NMFTA, in which it is the National Motor Freight Traffic Association Incorporated.
Steel is a commodity used in a vast range of artifacts and products that help make up modern life. It is found in the construction of the tallest buildings and longest bridges to more mundane items like cutlery and corkscrews. We use it in the vehicles we drive, the tools used to repair them, and almost every seagoing vessel afloat today. Vast tonnages and types of steel products are transported by sea around the world every year. These include steel coils, coiled steel wire rods, steel plate, large diameter, steel or cast iron pipe, small diameter, steel pipe, steel piling, steel beam or girders, steel profile, steel mesh, steel angle and bulb, steel reinforcement bar, i.e. rebar, steel channels, steel column, steel strips, steel sections and forgings, steel prefabricated structure, steel bundles, other finished metal products, ductile iron pipe, tin plate, unfinished steel or other metal products, steel slab, steel billets, steel blooms, steel swarf, steel ingot, steel
metal,
scrap, and pig
or
iron.
metal cargos
The high
that we are
density of
going
most
to
steel cargoes may be a
transport.
hazard to the ship's structure.
So this is
Serious structural damage
one thing
may be
that we are
caused
going
during
to
loading and during
have
transportation.
a non-dangerous cargo.
If load limitations are exceeded during loading, deck and/or tank plating and underdeck structures can be damaged. Heavy steel cargo low down in the ship can create a large GM or metacentric height. The resultant very quick roll period when the ship is in a seaway can also damage the ship's structure.
So in this process, makikita
Improperly
niyo yung
secured
tinatawag
cargo
nating
may
shoring,
shift
tomming,
and cause damage
tomming,
to the
and
ship's
also the
structure,
bracing and,
as well as a loss of stability
locking.
and/or a list. There are two principal outcomes required to ensure that there is no movement of any steel cargo. 1. The stow must be compact and free of voids. 2. All sections of the cargo are securely lashed. There is great variety of different shapes and lengths of steel products carried aboard ship. This makes a standardized block stowage difficult to achieve, even if holds are properly square or rectangular. This is where dunnage is once again invaluable. Any unavoidable gaps between packages or items of cargo must be filled using dunnage of appropriate strength. Cargo securing is principally frictional. Wood dunnage used for chocking and blocking cargo helps provide friction. The compact stow helps ensure that cargo cannot move even if static frictional forces may be overcome. The addition of lashings creates additional vertical pressure in the stow, enhancing static frictional forces. The lashing systems must be comprehensive, direct loop lashings for each item or bundle of steel cargo. Over-the-top lashing systems should be avoided. Care must be taken to ensure that forces are distributed evenly on all of the lashings used. Certain steel cargoes, especially project cargoes, require that each lashing must be secured to a proper designated lashing point in the ship structure. General cargo vessels and other ships specifically designed for the carriage of breakbulk cargoes usually have sufficient lashing points. If additional securing points are needed, then pad eyes can be welded to appropriate structures. Bulk carriers may require additional pad eyes or other lashing points to be fitted. This may take place before cargo is loaded or during loading, depending on how the cargo is stacked.
So
The
lashing
use
point
of
and securing
flat
point
metal
are the
steel
same.
bands is recommended for lashing of steel cargo where possible. The bands are cheap, simpler to thread through the coils or other cargo, and do not require turnbuckles or bulldog clips. These bands are tightened using pneumatic tools and/or manual tools, and the bands reach their maximum elongation immediately. At least 2 crimp seals should be used in each joint in the bands. In order to be fully effective, these systems must be properly utilized. Users must be trained and the pneumatic or manual tightening equipment be properly maintained to manufacturer's requirements. Wire ropes, steel chains with load binders and other lashing materials will require attention to ensure that they are as close as possible to their elastic limit before sailing. They will require more frequent checks during the voyage to ensure that they have not slackened off. Timber placed under lashings can help protect the cargo and lashings from abrasion. Where loops or joints are formed using turnbuckles and bulldog clips, care must be taken to ensure that these are correctly used. The turnbuckles should be such that they have sufficient room for retightening during the voyage. A wire rope loses 30% of its strength in way of any bulldog clips used. This must be factored in when calculating loads. Where access is possible, frequent checks should be carried out during the voyage. Any broken banding or strapping must be replaced as soon as possible.
So this is the bulldog clips, no? And the turnbuckle is the one yung nasa ilalim. So this is the turnbuckle. So from the word turn and the buckle, no? The turn on the middle part and the buckle on the both ends of the turnbuckle.
Steel is a commodity used in a vast range of artifacts and products that help make up modern life. It is found in the construction of the tallest buildings and longest bridges to more mundane items like cutlery and corkscrews. We use it in the vehicles we drive, the tools used to repair them, and almost every seagoing vessel afloat today. Vast tonnages and types of steel products are transported by sea around the world every year. These include steel coils, coiled steel wire rods, steel plate, large diameter.
Okay, so as you can see, the video says that it is very important to know how to prevent any dangerous things na pwede mangyari during the securing of cargo. So again, proper securing and proper stowage of the cargo is important. So we have here the methods of securing of cargo. So cargo should be secured according to the recognized principles, taking into the account the dynamic forces that may occur during the sea transport. So most severe weather condition expected. So hindi nyo pwede sabihin na, ay sir, parang hindi naman uulan parang maaraw. So yung weather, we cannot predict the weather even if nakalagay sa weather report na hindi uulan, biglang uulan. So anything can happen. So you must expect the severe weather condition always, no? So hindi niyo pwedeng iasa sa weather condition kasi pwedeng magbago yung weather natin. So ship handling decisions should be taken into the account, the type of cargo and stowage position of cargo, securing arrangement. So first, care should be taken to distribute the forces evenly as possible. Nasabi dito na we should know how to disseminate the cargoes, no? Kasi again, papasok diyan yung trim and stability, the upright of the vessel. So if we're going to secure the other vessels on the one side only, may tendency na mag-capsize yung vessel natin. Kasi doon lang siya sa part na yon mabigat. So dapat we know how to balance the sides of the vessel, no? We need to maximize the port and starboard side para yung upright position ng vessel natin is nandun pa din. So if in doubt the lashing arrangement, you should be verified using the acceptable calculated method. So you can ask also the chief officer in this idea if you're going to lash arrangement and if you're in doubt of your lashing of cargo. So the securing gear should be adapted to the cargo to be carried and lashings are kept short as possible. Sabi ko nga kanina, the securing point ay malayo sa cargo nyo, may tendency yan na mag-shift. So dapat dito, lash kept short as possible. Short meaning na dapat malapit siya sa securing point para maiwasan natin yung paggalaw ng kargamento natin. So number 2, prior to loading cargo, the following should be checked. Relevant deck areas are far as practicable to be clean, dry, and free from oil. So baka mamaya maglalagay kayo ng kargamento, merong grease dyan or merong oil. So tendency, dudulas yan, mag-slip. And pag nag-slip yan, mag-shift ang cargo. Also, the cargo transport should be vehicle is suitable for transport. And if we're going to maglalagay tayo ng grain or something goods na dry, tapos basa pa yung paglalagyan natin, tendency mag-spoil yung natin, kargamento. And next, during transport, the vehicle should be suitable for transport. The vehicle should be ready for transport. Yung engines niya or yung oil ban natin, papakita natin mamaya sa video, no? And the necessary securing equipment is to be found on board. Baka mamaya, nagsisecure kayo tapos yung securing, yung equipment, hindi kumpleto. Then pupunta pa kayo sa malayo kasi nandun yung deck store natin, nandun pa sa may aft part of the vessel. So ngayon, ikaw pupunta ka pa sa malayong part ng vessel para kuhanin yung equipment. Then tendency, biglang nagkaroon ng bagyo, tapos i-securing point mo nantala, okay lang sana kung nantala, what if kung biglang nag-shift yung cargo? So, pwede pa madisgrasya ikaw at pwede pa magkaroon ng hindi maganda sa kargamento mo. So make sure that all of the equipment or all the necessary equipment is on your side. Malapit lang sa tabi mo, no? And also methods of securing of cargo. Number 3, equipment should be available and sufficient. Meron ka nga, pero kulang naman. Nahanda mo nga, pero kulang naman. Parang lang sa pag-ibig, binigay mo nga, pero kulang pa rin para sa kanya. Okay? So, quality, including reserves, suitable for the purpose. Baka mamaya gumamit ka ng pang-lashing, pero meron kang pang-lashing tapos hindi naman niya kayang i-weight or hindi niya kayang i-secure dahil sobrang late ng lashing mo. Meron ka lashing pero hindi naman siya applicable para doon. And adequate strength, ayun nga yung sinasabi ko, no? Meron kang lashing pero hindi niya kayang i-hold. Practical and maintain. So baka mamaya meron ka kaya niya i-hold pero sira-sira naman. So make sure it is in good condition, adequate, and it is suitable for their strength. So the required strength, it is depend for the lashing forces and can be calculated based on the evaluating forces. So it depends on the weight of the vessel, weight of the equipment, or weight of the cargo, rather. Number 4, securing operations shall be completed before the ship leaves at the berth, and securing should be based on the proper planning, execution, and supervision. Relevant personnel should be properly qualified, experienced, and should have a sound knowledge of the application content of cargo's securing manual. So the master take care of the planning, supervising, stowage of securing cargoes based on the information about the cargo, and it is held by the chief officer. Baka mamaya nagsisecure kayo, paalis na yung vessel. So always remember that bago tayo lumabas, bago tayo umalis ng port, dapat nakasecured na lahat ng gamit. Sir, paano yun? Paalis na talaga, hindi kaya. Tumawag kayo ng manpower. Kaya nga lahat ng tao dyan is ginigising. Kahit nakatutulog mo pa lang katatapos ng duty mo, 2 hours ka pala natutulog, lahat gigisingin. If it is required to have a manpower. Bakit? Kasi baka mamaya, merong gising, pero yung energy niya, hindi pa kaya. Katulad na sabi ko kanina, kagigising niya lang. Or katatapos lang ng duty niya. Or wala pa siyang tulog dahil simula kahapon pa sila nag-ooperation. So, again, manpower is kailangan. No, kailangan ng tao, kaya ala na may ibang tutulong galing labas kasi kayo lang inando sa barko na yon. So, it is under the supervision of the chief officer, but also it is under the approval of the master, because the master is the overall in command. So cargo, it is distributed with the attention to the ship stability of the hazards and excessive accelerations reduced as it is practicable. So due to the ship's structural strength should be taken. And next, where practicable, cargo units shall be provided with a cargo stowage and securing declaration. It is the declaration under the manual of the test vessel of the IMO and ILO. IMO stands for International Maritime Organization, and ILO stands for the International Labour Organization. So it is the guidelines for packing of cargo in freight containers of the barges, railway wagons, and also transport units should be provided, packed, and secured within this unit. So relevant expertise should be called out for the found of the necessities and considering the ship equipment of cargo unusual for the characteristic of cargo, because we cannot secure cargo kung gusto lang natin i-secure. We have the manual na kailangan nating sundan. And this cargo may require special attention for the location of stowage. Baka mamaya kung saan lang tayo nag-stow, pwede na dito. Nung pala merong material na pwede mag-explode. Kasi hindi sila pareho ng composition. Baka mamaya yung composition ng isang cargo at composition ng another cargo is contradict. Then pwede silang mag-explode or pwede silang magkaroon ng adhesive reaction. So securing in weather condition, also in location, is important. Number 6, if the duty officer is considered as the cargo is not safe for the cargo unit, especially should be taken to avoid shifting of cargo and inadequate measure not possible to the nature of cargo and lack of securing points. So always remember that the securing points is important. Also, loading and securing cargo in the carriers, active and instruction. So securing arrangement shall be adequate to ensure that there will be no cargo's movement and tendency to deform of the compact. Kasi it is a business, kailangan natin pangalagaan yung transportation ng ating cargos and also be tightly stowed to avoid sliding. Suitable materials such as soft boards and dunnage should be used to increase frictions. Kaya may nangyayari sa mga barko, kung sino yung may mga nakadamage na cargo or nagkakaroon ng discrepancy kapag nag-stowed ng cargo is nire-report. So, tendency yung iba tinatanggal sa company. Kasi hindi imagine niyo no, magkamali ka ng sa tingin mo simple pero malaking bagay na yon para sa company. Kasi we're not talking about hundreds or thousands here. We're talking about millions. So, meron lang masirang kargamento or meron lang kargamento na hindi ma-deliver on time, malaking bagay na yun para sa mga businessmen. No? So, businessmen, ito yung business nila, yung barko, at ito yung kinabubuhay nila. So, kung tayo kinabubuhay natin yung pagbabarko, sila kinabubuhay nila yung business nila on the shipment. No? So, every shipment, meron niyang parte kung saan mapupunta yung mga kinikita. No? One thing lang doon yung sasahurin natin. So, cargo units containing hanging of loads, for example, chilled meats or floated glass. Every high units are relatively in the high position of the center of gravity, particularly from the prone to tipping, whenever it is possible located on this position for the least movement. So the center lines toward the images of the near of the water line. So if you can imagine na most of the cargos are placed on the midship or on the middle of the vessel. Kasi para ma-maintain natin yung upright position of the vessel. So by safe means to secure an arrangement or safety equipment, operational controls should be provided and properly maintained. So stairways and escape routes should be avoided to store the cargo. Bakit? So, paano kung bigla nagkaroon fire? Paano kung bigla nagkaroon ng emergency or any other hazards? Kailangan available pa rin yung ating spaces like the stairways, the escape routes, or even the firefighting equipment. So, kailangan clear yan from blockage. Dapat hindi tayo nag-store doon sa mga escape routes, sa stairways, or on the part na kailangan natin ng access to safety. So, dapat hindi siya pinaglalagyan, hindi siya pinaghaharangan ng ating mga cargo na nasa deck. So, number 10, lashing shall be leased for unloading before the ship is secured at the berth without the master express permission. So, hanggat wala pa tayo sa port, hindi tayo pwedeng magtanggal ng lashing. Right, unless sinabi ni master. But most likely, hanggat hindi tayo nakakarating, hindi tayo magtatanggal ng lashing. Okay? So, 12, cargo shall not obstruct the operating controls, term those entrances, accommodation, and firefighting equipment. The same thing na sinabi ko kanina, that we should not obstruct or not put any other cargoes na makaka-block ng way in our safety equipment. So next, we have the dangerous goods shall be segregated, stowed, and secured according to the IMDG code and instructions for the ship. So the goods must be properly secured, and it is according to the IMDG code. The IMDG code stands for International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code. No? So we must follow the instructions of the dangerous goods on how we stow it properly. And lastly, based on the heavy loads and heavy lifts, items of cargo should be valued on the great weight, maybe have a delicate parts not contacted, and may vary suitable to carriage of deck, in which undoubtedly meaning wetting by the rain, or they must be fitted on the points of which adequate strength, position, or places carriage, in which we are going to great detail from origin of destination, particularly to the interest of planning or stowage of securing. So meron ako ipapakita sa inyo dito na videos. It is regarding for the how cars and trailers loaded on board and how it is secured. because next meeting we're going to talk about this, or we're going to have a like a hapyaw lang, no, para makita natin on how vessel secured the cars and trailers on board ship.
Hello guys, welcome to Sailor School. In this video, we will look into procedures and precautions of a cargo operation that is done on a ro-ro ship. Firstly, let us look into how cargo is loaded on a ro-ro ship. Automobiles are loaded through ramps and they are secured on decks that are present inside a ro-ro ship. These decks have anti-skid coating and they have securing points on all directions of the car. Every vehicle will have a unique number or a document pasted on the windshield. This number will be tallied by the stevedore who is monitoring the cargo operation. A proper signal man will be present at all times to monitor the traffic inside the vessel for safe loading and discharge operation. All cars will be tightly packed alongside one another, and complicated cargo such as trailers and payloader will be usually on the stern ramp deck. That will be easier to unload when they are stored on the stern ramp deck. Now let us talk about cargo plan. How cargo plan is made or how does it look like? Cargo plan shows all decks and basically it shows the profile view of a ship. Areas where cargo operation is involved is usually shaded in a grey color. Number of cars to be discharged or loaded will be mentioned on every deck for reference. Any partly discharge will be highlighted using a rubber tape, maybe a ribbon, so that all the stevedores will be clarified that these areas are like no-go areas and these areas will not be disturbed by stevedore while carrying out cargo operation. The securing points are basically cutouts like circles that are present on cargo decks. These securing points will have longitudinal spacing between them of less than 2.5 meter and transverse spacing between them less than 2.8 to 3. Minimum strength without any permanent deformation will be around 20 kilonewton for these securing points. Now you can look at securing points that are also known as lash spots where lashing is done. Why is lashing done for cars on a car carrier? In here, each vehicle is individually lashed to the car deck using proper lashing equipment. Since every car is tightly packed, all lashings in any car must be equally tight to prevent any movement of the car after the lashing is completely done. Any loose car may eventually result in damage of many cars while ship is rolling or pitching or heavy movement of ships. Here is a picture depicting how a trailer is lashed onto a deck using chain lashings. Similarly, we have other lashing equipments that are used for cars. These are known as rope automobile tie down and ratchet strap assembly. It is just a strap that has a ratchet which can be used to tie it so that the lashing will be intact. Chain lashings are usually used for lashing heavy equipment or heavy vehicles such as payloaders or trailers, etc. Now let us discuss about precautions during cargo operation. Once the car is stored, parking brake must be applied on the car always and ignition must be turned off. Vehicle stored must be secured properly before ship starts to sail. Vehicle should not obstruct operation of bow and stern ramps, entrances to accommodation or any emergency equipment. Vehicles must be secured properly using the lashing equipment present and the procedure for lashing will be available in cargo securing manual. Special permission should be taken from master if any cargo is stored in the outward ship direction. Lashing must be inspected at regular intervals at sea, and if found loose,
Okay
they
guys,
must be
so
tightened.
again, no,
Make
on
sure to
the
inspect that
next
there is no
topic
leakage
or
of
next
fuel
discussion
or
next week,
oil from
we're
any
going to
vehicles.
discuss another topic. So again, before we
Thank you for
leave
watching my
this
video. I
topic,
hope
I
that
will
you
going to
have
post
liked
an
it.
exercises
Please
or
make sure
a
to comment below so
activity
that
on our
if
G
you
class.
need
So
me
make
to make
sure
video on
all of
any
you
particular
are
topic, I will give it my
already
best shot. Thank
joined
you.
our G
Hello
class.
guys,
No,
welcome to
so sa mga
Status
hindi
Food.
pa
In this
nakakapag-join,
video, we will
you
look
can check
into
the link on
procedures and
the
precautions of the
messenger.
cargo
Again,
operation
wala pong
that is done
magsasubmit
on
sa
the
messenger.
ocean.
No? All of the
Firstly, let us
submission
look
is
into how
on
cargo is
our
loaded
Google
on the
Classroom. Sa
ocean.
lahat na magsasubmit sa ating
Automobiles
messenger,
are
hindi ko
loaded
po
to ramps
checkan yan. Kasi,
and they are
again,
secured
no,
on decks
we're
that are
implementing
present
these
inside the vessel.
rules kasi
These decks
mahirap po
have
mag-check tayo
anti-skid
tapos
coating and they have
kung saan nyo
securing
lang gusto
points
mag-send
on
down
all
inyong
directions of the
activity.
car.
No? So, meron tayong
Every
pinagsasendan
vehicle
lang. And
will
it is
have a
also being
unique
checked
number
by
or a
our
document
institution. So, dapat
pasted on the
maging
windshield. This number
sumunod
will
tayo
be
sa rules.
tallied
No? Kasi
by
mahirap
the
mag-check
steward
na
who
kung,
is
sir, ako po
monitoring the
nagpasok po ako
cargo
sa ganyan.
operation.
So, para
A
uniform tayo.
proper
And
signal man
again,
will be
kasi
present at
yung
all
ating
times to monitor the traffic inside the vessel for safe
activity or
loading and
ating
discharge
exercises na
operation.
ipopost doon, meron lang time limit. I give you a lot of time to do the exercises
All
para
cars will
hindi
be tightly
kayo
packed
magahol.
alongside
So,
one
dapat bigay
another,
nyo rin yung
and
part nyo na
complicated cargo such as
gawin nyo siya na
trailers
maayos.
and
No? Kasi
payloader
hindi siya pwede,
will be
hindi pwede
usually
yung
on the
magsasubmit
stern
kayo kung
ramp deck.
kailan nyo lang
That
gusto
will be
i-submit kasi once
easier
the
to unload
submission
when
is
they are
closed, hindi na kayo
stored
makakapag-submit.
on the
So,
stern
meron lang
ramp
po
deck.
siyang time limit. So, once you
Now,
receive
let
the
us talk about cargo plan. How
exercises,
cargo
dapat
plan
gawin
is
nyo na.
made
Kasi
or
I give
how
you
does
also
it
the
look
time to
like.
do that,
Cargo plan shows all
a lot
decks
of time to
and
do
basically
the
shows the
activity.
profile
No?
view
Para
of a ship.
fair po tayo sa
Areas
iba.
where
Baka
cargo
mamaya
operation
sabihin,
is
sir, ba't
involved
ganun yung
is
score po
usually
niya? No?
shaded in a
Ako
gray
po,
color. Number
on
of
time po
cars
ako
to be
nagpasa.
discharged or
So, baka
loaded
mamaya on
will be
time ka nga, hindi
mentioned
naman
on
tama yung
every
ginawa.
deck for reference.
Okay? So, pagdating sa grade, wala po akong
Any partly
favoritism. Wala rin
discharged
po ako
will be highlighted using a rubber tape, maybe a ribbon, so that all
binibigyan ng
the
mataas na
stewards
score
will be
or
clarified
binibigyan ng
that
mababang
these
score.
areas
Kung
are
ano lang
like
yung grade
no-go
na nakuha nyo,
areas,
ilan din yung
and these
binibigay ko.
areas will
No?
not be
So,
disturbed by steward
hindi
while
ako
carrying out cargo
nagtatanim
operation.
ng sama ng loob
The
pagdating sa
securing
grade ko. Ano
points
yung grade
are
nyo, ayun yung grade
basically
na ibibigay ko
cutouts
sa inyo. And
like
if I think
circles
na-deserve
that
nyo,
are
bakit
present
hindi? Di ba?
on cargo decks.
And
These
with regards sa
securing
submission,
points
kung
will
ano lang
have
yung binigay kong time,
longitudinal
ayun lang din
spacing
yung
between them of
i-re-record
less
ko.
than 2.5
Because it
meter
is
and
online,
transverse
you
spacing
can do
between
it
them less than
directly. So, sa may
2.8 to
mga
3.
trabaho, so I give a lot
Minimum
of time.
strength without
Malalaman nyo
any
yan, no? Yung
permanent
time na bibigay ko
deformation
sa
will
inyo.
be around 20
And again,
kilonewton for these
on next
securing
week,
points.
we're going to
Now
have
you
also
can
a
look at
pre-recorded video.
securing
Then,
points
right
that
after
are
the
also known
pre-recorded
as
video,
lash
meron
spots,
tayong
where lashing is done.
question and answer. And we're going to tackle all of the questions na nandiyan sa chat box nyo. Yung mga tinanong nyo na during the presentations. No? So, i-type nyo lang dyan para right after the presentation, meron tayong
Why is lashing
i-discuss
done
or
for
meron tayo
cars on a
itatakal
car carrier?
on your
In here,
questions sa mga
each
medyo
vehicle is
nalilito with
individually
regards sa
lashed to
ating
the car deck
presentation.
using
Okay? Yun lang.
proper lashing
Salamat.
equipment. Since